Good morning. How y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. Hope y'all having a great day so far. I'm about to get up and run to the store and pick up my Sunday dinner. It's gonna be some oven baked ribs, cabbage, rice, and probably some cornbread. I'm gonna go light today because I ain't. I'm tired, but I kind of got other stuff I want to do today too. So I don't want to be in the kitchen all day. But I just wanted to come on here real quick and, holler at my loves that's still dealing with the narc. Heavy, 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 still dealing with them and they can't see your way out. Baby, I want you to ask yourself, when is enough enough? Because it will become enough where you finally fall in love with yourself and gather up your stuff and be like, you know what, I'm done with this. But I know it also takes some time. But don't give up. Don't feel like you stuck in that hole, because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like when you just like, I ain't got nobody else to love me. I ain't got nobody else to do the things that the narc is doing for me. In reality, we have somebody who will do something much more greater and much more better in the proper way if we take the steps to move out of the way, sit back and start our healing journey and get on with the process. There is something much better waiting on the other side. But we'll never know that if we don't take that first step. But you got to be tired of the abuse, the verbal abuse, the shutting you down and making you feel like you're not worth a decent human being's love. You're not beautiful enough. You can't cook good enough. You can't drive good enough. All of that negative junk that they give you on a daily basis, there's somebody out there, whether it's the same sex or the opposite sex or whatever, there's people that God will put in your place to fill the voids of the different things that you're missing. You just got to be willing to take the step. Listen, I'm preaching to the choir, but I'm preaching to myself, because this is where I was. I felt I depended on the narc for my happiness. When I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about that thing this morning, I'm like, you know what? Now I get up so freely every day, and I'm not worried about what the narc gonna say. What if I want to make plans to go do something with the family? Will the narc participate? I ain't gotta live like that no more. Do you know how aggravating that was for me to want? I am a fun person, an outgoing person. Now that I'm getting older, I don't really like going places that much like that. But when I do finally want to go somewhere, baby, I want to go. But when I had the narc in my life, I had to consider the fact that he may not want to go. He wants to go, but he want to do it to spite me. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, nah, I ain't gonna go. Because it has been a few times in my life where I was dealing with this narc where I would be like, well, if you ain't gonna go, then I just won't go. Till I had to realize, you know what, bump this. This is what he want me to do. He want me to cancel my plans because he's not gonna go. No, you a fun snatcher, and I'm not gonna do that. Even though when we go somewhere, he don't really do anything to, make me feel some type of way. But you know how we do as women when we're in relationships and we take our spouse with us somewhere or whatever. We're always constantly. Now, if you're still if you're in an older relationship and you married and all that good stuff, you ain't concerned whether your husband or anything is having a good time or not, because at this point they either gonna stay home or they gonna go and join you. You know it like that. But if you're in the dating stages still or you're dealing with the narc or whatever, sometimes they can make you feel some type of way. They ain't got to say a word to you. They can just give you a look that says to you that I'm not having a good time and I'm ready to go. Or they'll come say things to you like, how long we gonna be here? Or they'll be like, just making up different things that's going on at the party that really ain't going on, but he finds something, to nitpick about so we can go. I don't like doing that. That's exactly why now I don't mind going somewhere by myself. Because when I want to go somewhere and I want to be there for however long I want to be there for, I don't need nobody breathing down my shoulder or somebody giving me that look that, oh, I'm bored and I'm ready to go. That's why I go by myself. I am cool with going by myself, because if I know I'm finna go somewhere that I'm gonna be there for some good hours, I'm still considerate at the end of the day. So you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, I'm finna go to such and such party and I'm gonna stay there till I'm ready to go, and I don't know what time that's gonna be. If you want to go, you can go. If you don't want to go, that's fine too. So that way ain't nobody being pressured. You ain't got to be somewhere you don't want to go, and I don't got to be pressured to leave when I'm not ready to go. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it feels so good to make plans, and I ain't got to consider the narc. If he gonna be tripping, or if he gonna be acting funny, or if he don't want to go, if he do want to go, I'm gonna be on a time limit. No, I ain't got to deal with none of that. It feels so good. I'm telling you, yes, you miss their presence for whatever reason, because you love them. But baby, everything is temporary anyway. You gonna feel that way for a moment, and then you'll move past it. But I depended on that man for my happiness, and it was hard for me to actually just let go, because I'm just like, we got this place together. So with him not being here, I still see him everywhere around this house, because we done got this place together. So, you know what, that was a little hard thing for me too at first. But you know what, I had to block that out my mind some kind of way, because it was still holding me down. I don't want to move forward because I still see him around here, and he used to live here. Bump all that. The narc I dealt with walked out every time. More than 7 times this man walked out of my life, and here I am stuck sitting in the house like I don't want to move on because he might come back. You know what I'm saying? But that was because I wanted him back at that time. Do I want him back now? No. Now the home is my home. I done took him out of the equation. So it was like that with songs. It was like that with going different places, like going back home where we traveled to 100,000 times, because that's what he considered going out of town. When we went out of town, that's when we went back to our hometown. I had an issue with wanting to go there without him. We give them so much power and we don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? And so now it ain't nothing for me to jump in the car and jump on 95, baby, and go to Vero Beach. Ain't nothing for me to do that. And none of the memories and stuff like that overtake me. Do the memories still be there? Yes, they do. They're not going nowhere because they're your memories. But you got to be stronger than those memories that's trying to tackle you down and keep you bounded somewhere. No, I'm not letting it do that to me no more. So you have to ask yourself, when is enough enough? I guess I could say if you're in your healing process. Because you got, well, no, I can say it for both ways. You have to get to a point where you say enough is enough. And then in your healing journey, you have to say it again to yourself, because it's not easy, but you're healing. So whatever it is that you're going through in your healing process that's trying to overtake you, you got to say enough is enough. I'm not going to stop listening to music, my favorite music, because it's going to give me memories of him. Baby, I'm going to add some new memories, but that's just my crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I ain't got a bit of sense the God gave me. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what everybody be thinking. I'm stupid and crazy, but I am a different species or whatever, you know what I'm saying, in my own little way. I'm still the same, but sometimes I could get a little crazy too. But the way I had to do it for myself to be comfortable with listening to, because I'm telling you, I could turn the music on, and all I really listen to is R&B and old school, and you know what I'm saying, I do rap every now and then or whatever, but my all-time go-to favorite is R&B, slow, you know what I'm saying, gospel, different things like that or whatever. And so we've listened to so much music as we travel that every song I possibly like, I've heard while I was dealing with him, which gives me a memory of him. And so after this discard thing went, happened or whatever, for a minute there, I wouldn't listen to my music because everything that I heard reminded me of him. And I'm like, you know what? I can't keep doing this to myself because I love music. I can't let him have that power to take the music that I love. Before he even came into my life, I loved music. I didn't just start loving music when he came into the relationship. So I can't let him take that power. I can't give him that much power over me. No, music. I listen to music just about every day. But after we discarded each other each time, I would like not listen to music like that because the memories was just too much for me. But you know what? I got past it. I can sit here and I can sing songs and record them and put them on YouTube and share it with y'all. And that's me getting back into my groove, getting back into the things that I love to do, that I pushed to the back burner because I was so mind boggled with the mess that the narc had me going through. I didn't have time, especially with the garden. When I was with him, I was talking about gardening and things. You know what I'm saying? And everything that I set my mind to do, he wanted to jump on the bandwagon some kind of way and make sure that he was in on it or whatever. So if it's gonna make me some money or something like that, baby, he trying to get his hands in there. Oh yeah, I can do this and I can do that. You got your own business, sir. That's fine. We can make money together or whatever, but don't try to come and take over my project and then make it seem like you did the big one. No, I'm good. But I was talking about doing the gardening when we were together. But once he left, while he was there, I couldn't focus like I'm focused now on my garden. If I'd have started the garden when we was together, my garden would not be thriving like it's thriving right now. It wouldn't. Because I wouldn't put the time and the effort into it because I'm so caught up on trying to keep up with the lies that the narc is telling me, all the little games that he's playing. I'm trying to make sure I stay up on point so that way when I see it getting ready to happen, I can call it out just like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to master this man. If he sneezed the wrong way, I knew he was up to something. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. But the time and effort that I gave to him, I'm giving it to my garden now. And my garden is doing so good. But I was so afraid to start it when I was with him because I felt like I wasn't going to have time because I'm telling you, this man kept me busy. We stayed on the road. Like we got money. We stayed on the road traveling. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't have had time to tend to my garden because I could just wake up and he'd be like, oh, we finna go out of town. And it's just like that because I'm the one with the vehicle, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one taking us where we got to go. Could I have said no? And I had other stuff going on? Yes, I did. But I wanted to keep track of him. That's the God's honest truth about it. I wanted to keep track of him because he wasn't finna go out of town without me. I can't trust you by yourself. Can't trust you when you're with me either. But I felt like I really could not trust him when he was apart from me. So I wouldn't have had time to do my garden because I would have stayed gone with him like I did. You know what I'm saying? But enough was enough. I put 4.5 years into that. And I laid a whole bunch of stuff on the back burner because I wanted to keep up with him to make myself better for him to finally act right and fall in love with me. But not knowing I'm dealing with a narc, I'm thinking I'm dealing with somebody who just got some childhood trauma and, just need to sit down and talk to somebody but don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know I was dealing with a whole demon out here. But now I know. And so now that I know that ain't nothing gonna come of this thing, ain't nothing for me to do but to let go. I got to let it go. And letting go was hard. When I tell you letting go is hard, trust me. I ain't sitting here just saying that word loosely because I know what I went through. Letting go ain't easy, baby. It's not at all. It takes some kind of strength. It really do. And I'm telling you, you got that strength in you. You just got to tap into it. That's why I say we got to fall in love with ourselves every day. Because I'm telling you, by you falling in love with yourself, it'll make you do things you ain't never thought you could do. Because I'm telling you, that's what it did for me. It may not work for you the same way, but I'm telling you, it's still important to fall in love with yourself because when you do, You make a vow to yourself that you're not going to allow somebody else to come in and do the same things to you over and over and over again. You're not going to keep making yourself vulnerable in that area anymore. That means you're going to see when things are happening, and you're going to know how to move and slide out the way. And let those things be. You ain't going to be worried about changing those people. You're going to change yourself. That's the importance of falling in love with yourself. It ain't about changing nobody else. It's about changing you. You got to change you for things to change around, for things to start changing around you. The people who gonna be there, and the people who gonna fold. And if they fold, baby, they weren't meant to be there. Let them go. Narcs push us away all the time. Narcs treat us like crap. And the longer we sit there and let them do it, the more they laugh in our face and come back. It's like a big old game to them. This fool ain't going nowhere. I can do whatever I want to do to her, and she ain't going nowhere. Or he ain't going nowhere. When I seen that in one of the videos that I was watching, I was not all right with that, because that felt just like what was happening for me. Like, he could do me dirty however he want to, pick up, leave, and this man could come right back in and start where he left off at. And that was a me thing, not a him thing, but it was a me thing. But I needed to see that for what it was, and I couldn't see it at that time. But when I'm looking at it now, I'm like, ain't no way in the world I'm finna sit here and I know this man playing the game with me. I'm not finna sit here and allow him to come back in here to get one more time to run me in the ground. You get no more tries. That was it for you. You got plenty in 4.5 years. You got way more chances than anybody I ever dated. And I gave those people in the past about 3 chances, and they was out of there. This one here had more than 7. That's how bad they'll have your mind gone. But I'm telling you, once you get on the other side of this thing, baby, it's so much better. It is so much better waking up knowing you ain't got to deal with the games and the foolishness of the narc every day. You get to move how you want to move. Do whatever you want to do. Start picking up them things that you had threw to the back burner. Pick back up your hobbies. Pick up all the things that used to make you happy before the narc came into your life. Those are who you really are. Get those things back. I love to sing. I used to go karaoke and stuff. I stopped karaokeing like that. Listen, I got a karaoke app on my phone that I can do at home. I ain't got to go nowhere to karaoke. That's how much I love singing. That's how bad it is. That I got it right at my fingertips. And when the narc is in my life, I don't really deal with it like that. But when he's gone, I get my love for music back. But when he's here, my mind is all over the place and thinking about singing, because singing is a happy place for me. It really is. It's a happy place for me. And wherever my happy places was, now that I'm thinking about it, the narc made me feel some type of way. He didn't have to say a word. It was just the looks that he gave you, or the uncomfortable body language that he would give, or whatever. I used to sing in my bathroom, because I did sing when he was here. I used to get on the karaoke app or whatever, and I would go and sit in the bathroom and sing. I wouldn't sing in front of him like that. Till one day, he came in and he opened the bathroom door. He was like, "Why you always sing in the bathroom?" And I was like, "Because I felt like I was bothering you if I sang, just out in the open or whatever. So I didn't want to disturb anybody. I just sang in the bathroom or whatever." That was my own doing. But the way he would look when I did sing out in the open or whatever made me feel like, yeah, let me go ahead and sing in the bathroom by myself, because I'm a nervous singer anyway. So being in the bathroom was okay with me, but I'm just thinking about all the consideration that I gave the narc. That was not due. He didn't deserve none of that. None of that at all. I put the work and the time into this relationship, and I got nothing back from it except for a learned lesson. I got some good moments out of it, but I got a lot of bad out of it too. But like I said, it was a learned lesson. So while you're in your narc situation, Get the lesson that you need to get and find out when enough is enough. Because it will become enough for you to get up and find you and walk on away from it and just say, you know what? I'm going to have to love you from a distance. I don't have to be with you to love you, because you can't just turn that switch off. I don't care what you say or do. You can't stop instantly loving the narc that you with once you done, step to the other side. There's still a love there for him, but baby, it ain't no in love. It ain't none of that. It ain't no love that I need you to live with me. It ain't no love that I need your body on me. It ain't no love that I need you to come check on me every day, this, that, and the third. No, just know that I love you as a person. That's where it's at now. All those feelings that I had, they're dwindling down. As the days go on, the feelings is dwindling down. I care for him as a person. But all that, let's be together type love, nah, that's gone. That's a wrap for me. I'm good on that. I love you like my God, my brother that God created. You are a human being on this earth. I love you. I don't wish nothing bad for you. None of that stuff. That's the kind of love that I'm talking about. I love you from a distance, bro. Don't want nothing bad to happen to you. But even though you're going to get your karma back for what you did to me, but I still don't want nothing bad to happen to you. But that's between you and God. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I got my lesson. You better go and get yours. So, even though it's so hard, you feel like you stuck with this narc and you don't know how you gonna get out of it, what you gonna do. One day at a time, baby. You ain't got this ain't no message for you to get up and leave somebody right away. No, this is something that's gonna happen over time. But while you're in it and you feeling all of the discomforts that you feeling, you going through all of the highs and the lows and the unnecessary stuff that the narc is putting you through, ask yourself, when is enough gonna be enough? And just because you ask yourself that question, your answer will come to you in due time. It ain't gonna happen overnight. This ain't no overnight type deal. It ain't. You have to really, really sit back and get back to yourself. I am just starting to get back to the things that I love doing, y'all. It's not an easy process, but I'm doing it. I am doing it, and I'm falling in love with myself more and more every day. So that way, when God does send the man that he got set aside for me, that's going to come in here and truly love me for who I am, and me do the same vice versa and give him all the love that I've been giving all the wrong Joes all my life, I'm making sure that I'm healing properly so that way I can love somebody right. Because I can't go step into something and treat this next person like he my last person and expect for him to love me and treat me like somebody. I can't do that. So I got to sit back and I got to heal so that way I'm in a healthy state when I finally step into another door. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, yes, you go through your loneliness. Yes, you miss them sometimes or whatever. That's normal. You're human. You gonna do that. You've done that with everybody that done walked out your life or everybody you done had to walk away from. You done this. That is part of the healing process. But you don't have to stay in that place where you're stuck. And don't let it run you back to that person when you know that it's not healthy, it's not good. Because enough got to be enough. That's when a move get made, when enough is enough. When you're not done dealing with what you're doing, going through or whatever, you got to do it till you satisfied. And once you're satisfied, then enough will be enough. But I'm here to tell you that once you finally do step off that ledge and move on to greater, it's greater. I'm telling you, you get your mind back together, your thought process, and then you start to slowly move back into the things that you enjoyed doing before you got to the point where everything came crumbling down on you. You will get there. And you might find that you like new things, but you got to get out there and find it, baby. So ask yourself, when is enough enough? You tired of the abuse, mental, physical, or whatever, emotional. You tired of all the negative abuse. It's time to get something positive in your life, and you got to start that positivity off. You do, by loving yourself. You got to start it off. Give yourself positive things. They throw negative things your way, you give yourself positive. Protect your heart. Your heart is your most prized possession. Not your husband, not your kids, but your relationship with God, and your heart is your prized possession. You got to protect that. I'm telling you, I was around here being real loose with my heart. Just handing it off to anybody, thinking that somebody was going to love me properly. People don't be caring about your heart like that. People use and abuse all the time. And if they see you give your heart freely, they'll freely go ahead and use you. So just a thought of the day. When is enough for whatever is going on in your life that's not making you happy? When is enough? I love y'all. I appreciate everything y'all doing for me. The family is growing. I appreciate y'all. I don't know what to do with it, but you know what I'm saying? I love the support that y'all give me, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Fall in love with yourself, because you're beautiful, you deserve it, you're worth it. And don't ever forget that. Grow something. We don't know what the food gonna be looking like in the next year or so, or by the end of the year. Throw something in the ground or in some pots out there and start growing something so that you and your family have something to eat in case anything happens. You're not left without anything. Okay? So I love you guys. Y'all have a great day. I'll come back to y'all because I know that cucumber done got a little bit bigger out there in the garden, and I want to see what the carrots is looking like. I have not been out in the garden yet. I'm about to go and run to the store, grab my dinner, and then I'm going to come home, throw that on, go out in my garden and look around and see what's going on out there. And then I'm going to just chill, and throughout the day, whatever is happening or I feel, I'll come and post the video for y'all. I love y'all. Have a great day.